Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our morning note. This is Carlos, CEO of GAR Capital. Welcome aboard. Happy Tuesday. Feels like a Monday. But it's actually Tuesday. Hope everyone had a nice long weekend. Ready to rock. Morning note. Love it. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what we got this morning. All right. So obviously, I'm looking over here to the left because I have the chat room open for you guys, so I can answer your questions live. I started a little early just to make sure that the latency and the connection was set. So that's where we are. Pretty dope. All right, so kind of looking at the market here, a couple things. I'm looking at Dow futures, S&P futures, and NASDAQ futures. Bitcoin is down about 2%. Crude is down about 1%. Looking at Home Depot. I got some calls on Home Depot. Got Tesla. Looking at Tesla here. Looks very nice. Looking at Apple too. I also have some Apple calls on the personal side. And then AMD just got a price upgrade. Netflix reports after the bell. So that's what we're looking at right now. Just working on the Instagram. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Nordis, good morning. Hope everyone's doing well. All right, so I did start a little early. I did say 9 a.m., but either way, love to get started early. I like to start my days early. I like to get started early. So we're going to see exactly what's the plan for today. Okay, that I'm not worried about right now. Okay, let's see here. Pre-market screener. All right, let's see what's moving. Dover, Moderna. Beyond Meat was up 4% earlier today. Uber is up nicely. Halliburton is up. Advanced Micro Devices, which is AMD, it's down about 20 cents from closing price. Down about 0.5%. Apple down. Remember, Apple is low beta, which is close tied to the market. Tesla is now green. I don't know why this is not updated. Let's see exactly why it is not updated. If I can get this updated number here on what's moving. Interactive Brokers up 6%. Tesla, okay, now it's moving. It's up 2.5% now. And yeah, we got some updated numbers here. Uber Technologies, the ride-sharing company, up 1% pre-market. American Airlines down nearly 2%. Bristol Myers barely green. Bank of America down slightly. Just typing away here. All right, so moving forward, 9:15. We'll do the morning notes for about 15 minutes so I can catch up with my team and go from there. All right. Also, guys, just a heads up, since it's earnings season, I'm going to go ahead and post another YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe on our YouTube channel if you're not already at GAR Capital. So I'll be putting up a nice free video up regarding earnings reports and how to play it. It's part of our Udemy course, but I'm going to go ahead and make it live for everybody, that chapter. So I'll go ahead and post that today for you guys, and it'll give you a little bit of help navigating the earnings season and exactly how it works. All right. So I guess everyone's still kind of in the waiting phase. I think it's 9:01. Either I'm a little too early for everybody, or what happens. We'll see. Let's see. I got some great stuff. I got some a nice video edited today. That was done. Very nice work by our graphics guy. Did a great job. Love it. Came out pretty nice. And rocking and rolling. All right, so I had a question here on Instagram, so I'll go ahead and answer it. So somebody to thoughts on Tesla going to blow up tonight? You mean the stock or the cars? When they say blow up, because Teslas have blown up before, so I don't know exactly what they mean by that. So what I'm looking at today, a couple of things on the watch list today. I'm looking at Tesla. I am looking at Apple. I'm looking at AMD, Home Depot. I'm looking at Qualcomm too. I like the chart on Qualcomm. Also looking at Netflix. Netflix reports after the bell today, so you just got to be careful on that one. But still something that we want to keep an eye on. Let's see. So as you can see here on HD, nice ascending triangle. This is kind of the resistance, about 230, 276 on Home Depot. The daily up should break 230, 276. Next stop should be 240. So that should be a nice one. I'm in the 235 calls on Home Depot. Our signal members are in that too. Tesla, nice break on that fib line. You could see here, 261.8, break above. But again, it did fill here this gap here, you could see. The only thing you want to take a look at Tesla is that the price action does move very, very quickly, very sharply. So again, with the opening bell, you could see some movement to the downside. What I want to see is the first 30 minutes of the bell, 9:30 to 10 a.m. I want to see if we hold up those levels because I don't want it to be sold off in the beginning. So again, when it comes to trades, don't feel like you're in a rush to get into a trade right away at the bell because you're going to start seeing some fluctuations from all the orders coming in from overseas and overnight. So also keep that in mind. I got a question here. Emmanuel asks, would you speculate on Twitter price target raise for this week? Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at Twitter together. Looking at Twitter here, nice chart. You can see an uptrend on the hourly chart. Let's go ahead and put an alert together at 34.40. If we break that high, then we can go ahead and take a look at some calls. When it comes to options, keep in mind, guys, that Twitter options do run pretty slow for the most part. And you just have to go ahead and kind of play it very, very carefully. Because if you don't get the movement, you can't really sell it at a price you want to sell it for profit. So I do like Twitter, again, if we break the 34.40 level. Tesla, again, Juan, looking at it here, I want to see if we hold up to these levels. If we can hold up here, then I would definitely take a look at some calls because it is a nice bounce off the 100-day moving average. I would probably like those 540s, maybe the 550s calls. But again, we need to see if we can hold up these levels here. So I don't have an alert placed. I'm going to remove this alert above the fib since we broke it overnight. If we can hold on to these levels, the first 30 minutes are very crucial. If we can hold from 9:30 to 10 a.m., these levels around 523 to 524, then we can start looking at some calls. Keep in mind, Tesla is expensive on premiums. Keep in mind, we only have four trading days this week. Monday, the markets were closed, so time could be against you. Just be very careful. But thanks for the question, Juan. Let's see. All right, we're also looking at. All right, I'm seeing the price here on Tesla on that price upgrade. It is moving very nicely. It looks very nice. Just talking to my team right now. All right, let's see if we have any other questions here. Okay, Manuel says, what do you think about DAL? DAL is Delta Airlines. I do like Delta. They just announced that they're doing some profit sharing. I guess the market doesn't like that for the most part. But DAL right now is still chilling at the 100-day moving average. If you want to play the bounce, this would probably be the level to play it. So keep in mind there. Right there at 60, 62. So again, 62 could be the gap. Let's see if we get that that bounce here. I want to see the price action opening, but it looks good for a bounce. Just don't play it yet. Don't be in a rush. Seen some upgrades on MU and AMD. Looking at these plays this week. AMD I am looking at. Again, I have the alert here set. Let's see where I have it. 5105. I need to break a 5105 to the upside, which is the recent highs. Brad, if we break that, then I can go ahead and go to the upside. If not, then we're just gonna kind of stay as is. We talked about that in the premium and student conference that we had yesterday. MU, again, just pretty much range bound, guys. MU needs a little bit of love here. I'm gonna put alert at 58.92 to confirm the move to the upside. If we break that, then I'll go ahead and buy some calls. Looking at the daily chart here on MU, you could see just all-time highs, just keeps pushing. So we just have to keep an eye on it for the most part. Let me go ahead and close out this alert here. So 58.93 I have on MU. If we break that, then I'll go ahead and get a look at some calls for the chip makers, AMD and MU. If you want to look at NVIDIA, which turns out to be a little pricier, same kind of deal, still chilling at the 100-day moving average. Let's see if we can break above 253.33, which will kind of give us confirmation to the upside. If we do that, then we can start taking a look at some calls. Again, near all-time highs, pretty much in no man's land. There is no resistance for the most part. There's no really any charts to kind of play because the all-time high is the all-time high. So we're just chilling here. We'll see what we get on NVIDIA. Is it a good idea to buy puts on Tesla? Might be overvalued. One, that's something that you really need to be careful for because you're playing the contrarian. You don't know what the top is. You don't know what overvalued is. Overvalued is a sense of perspective, or RSI. But again, if people still buy it, people still buy dumb things even if they're overvalued, right? Hell, there's t-shirts that sell for $500. Just because you think it's overvalued doesn't mean the market does. The market doesn't care what you think. That's why we don't predict, we just react. If the stock is pushing up, we're gonna write calls. If the stock is pushing down beyond our levels, we're gonna write puts. Simple as that. We're not trying to be cute, we're not trying to be contrarian. I don't care what analysts say. If the chart shows me that it's going up and it's gonna break my targets of my resistance, I'm gonna buy calls. If it's gonna go ahead and break support, I'm gonna ride puts. Again, I'm following the wave. That's it. There is no what do I think. Forget what I think. It's just continuation. That's all you gotta do. Good question, though. Good question. All right, any other questions, guys? We got about 6 more minutes left on this live. I'm glad everyone joined aboard. We're going to be doing this every morning. So, very fun stuff. I know you guys have a lot of questions about the market. So this kind of gives you like a little bit of a prep, kind of gives you that kind of setup to kind of get you going. And we love to do that for you. Tesla's moving very nicely, guys. Want to see if Tesla can hold. Very, very key. If Tesla can hold these levels, especially after the opening bell. Sometimes we get that opening bell dump, and then everything just kind of moves ahead. So don't feel the rush to just get into calls right away. Take your time. Wait for 30 minutes to see how that churn goes. 10 a.m. is when I start looking at some moves. So just keep that in mind. Oxy or any other oil companies? Oil doesn't really move, to be honest with you. So I really just focus on a handful of names. Unless I see something movement in energy, names like Oxy, XOM, or CVX, they're not going to move as much. So I kind of don't want to put my energy, no pun intended, into energy names because they're not moving. So don't even waste it. So Chase, every day I get discouraged and you pump me up every day. Hey, man, you're welcome. We're here to help, man. Juan, thank you for very valuable info. Absolutely, man. You're welcome. Of course. Yeah, we're here to help you guys. There's no charge for this. This is free. All we ask is you subscribe, like, and comment on our videos. We love the support. I mean, trying to get you some more great stuff. I know you guys love information. That's why I post all the time on Instagram. That's why I'm always answering questions because, you have to kind of weed through the noise of the markets and it's really difficult out there. So think of us, the team, as your coach to guide you through the nonsense. And we're just not here just to sell you something, guys. Even if you're not a client of ours, we still can help you every single day on YouTube, on Instagram. Just being a follower is enough, guys. So again, if you want to be a part of the team, feel free. GARcapitalFX.com, always have openings for new members. We'd love to have you on part of the team. But even if you don't, guys, don't feel that, you're required or you're obligated to do anything. Just, again, all we ask is to like, subscribe, and support by watching our videos, following our Instagram, being a part of the conversation on the comments, being respectful to others, and just being part of the journey with us, man. Hey, any thoughts on Microsoft? Okay, let's take a look here. Let me go ahead. Give me a second. I got to send an email to my CIO. Please fix and unblock and add. All right, so rocking. Question. Oh, Microsoft. Yeah. Looking at Microsoft here again, we need to recapture the all-time highs again if we want to go long. 167.70. We had calls last week. We made money within an hour, I think, less than an hour. So looking at it here, the 100-day moving average, 163.98. If we break below it, then we'll go ahead and get some puts in there. If we break the 167.70 level, which is 4 cents above the all-time highs, then we can start looking at some calls. So Microsoft, that's where we're looking at. Any other questions, guys, before we wrap it up? We got 2 minutes left. So again, the watch list, AMD, HD, Qualcomm, Tesla, Apple. That's the ones we're looking at. Oh, and Netflix too. That's the only ones I'm looking at. So basically what's on the screen is what I'm watching today. All right, any other questions? We got a minute left. Any other questions out there? Probably catching a couple of more before we roll for the day. Oh, CGC, I got one more. Okay, one more for the road. Oops, CGC. Okay, looking at it here again, very nice bullish action above the fib line here. But again, an ascending triangle. I want to see if we break 25.97. If we break 25.97, then I'll go ahead and take a look at some calls. That's what I would wait for, guys. And of course, the 100-day moving average. If we break below that 23.16, then we can write some puts. Here are the names, again, one more time, that we're watching today. This is my watch list. Home Depot, Qualcomm, AMD, Tesla, Apple, Netflix. That's what I'm looking at. Quick one. How do you manage losses on your losing trades? All right, Chase, I'm going to go ahead and make a YouTube video for that. And that's my next video. It's going to be talking about losses and how to deal with them. So again, it's kind of hard to explain here because of time, but I'll get a YouTube video out for you guys and you can take a look at that. You guys will enjoy that. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Let's rock it. And I hope you have a very profitable morning and day. We'll catch you guys tomorrow, Wednesday, for the morning note, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for the follow.